Greetings to all, myself Anupama Dwivedi, and today we will be discussing the 5th chapter of class 11th NCERT, that is Morphology of Flowering Plants. The term morphology is referred to the study of the external form and the structural parts of the plants and animals, like size, shape, and their physical appearance, whereas anatomy refers to the study about the details of structures of gross or microscopic organisms. In this session, we will discuss plant morphology. As you have studied in previous classes, the flowering plants have two major systems, the root system and the shoot system. In this picture, you can observe both the systems clearly. First one is root system. This is the part of plant which moves down below the soil in the search of water and originates from the radicle. That is known as root system. Second one is shoot system. It is an aerial system usually above the soil and originates from the plumule. This portion consists of stem, branches, leaves, flower and fruits. This diagram will help you to understand that from where the roots and the shoot of the plant originate. The plumule moves in the upward direction to form shoot portion and the radicle goes down in the soil to form root portion. Now you can see the difference between the root system and the shoot system. In this session, we will discuss various things about the root system, such as the properties of roots, types of roots, functions of roots, and the modifications of roots. Properties of roots. In the category of movement, the roots are positively hydrotropic, that is, the root moves downward in the search of water. They are also positively geotropic, that is, they move downward into the soil. And finally, the roots are negatively phototropic, that is, they grow away from sunlight because generally roots are not taking part in the process of photosynthesis. In the category of structure, the roots are normally cylindrical and lack chlorophyll. Very few exceptions are there, like Trapa, that is commonly known as Singhada. In this plant, the roots are capable of photosynthesis using light energy coming through water. Moving on to the types of roots, these are broadly classified into three types: taproot, fibrous root and adventitious root. In taproot system, the primary root continues to grow and remains distinct. The large main taproot is true root as it develops directly from the radicle. Taproot may reach very deep in the soil and it is present mostly in the dicot plants, for example mustard, carrot, turnip, etc. In fibrous root system, the primary root stops growing and is not distinct. The radicle does not dominate and its growth stops early in germination. All fibrous roots are adventitious. Generally, they are present in most of the monocots, for example grasses, maize, etc. The adventitious root develops from the parts of the plant other than the radicle. They may be underground or aerial and form a cluster of roots which may originate from the same point or area. For example, sugarcane and banyan. Now let's discuss about the functions of the roots. The roots provide anchorage to the plant by helping it to hold firmly to the soil. Roots help in the absorption and conduction of water and mineral salts from the soil to all parts of the plant. In many plants, they are modified and serve as food storage houses, for example beetroot, radish, turnip, etc. They may be modified for assimilation and additional support to the plant. In some plants, roots also help in reproduction. As you all know, the roots are not reproductive parts, but they are vegetative. And in some plants, new plants arise from the runner like in mint, grasses, etc.
So in this slide, we will be studying about the modifications of the different types of roots. Here, modification refers to the different purposes and functions performed by different parts of roots like storage of food, mechanical support and others. Modification of roots is broadly of three types: storage of food, mechanical support and other vital functions. As you can see, these are further divided into several branches. Concluding this topic of root system, here is the summary of the entire topic, which consists of all major points in a precise way, starting with the two major systems that were the root system and the shoot system. Then we studied the functions of roots, then the types of roots, which were the taproot system, which develops from the radicle of the germinating seed. This is a normal root system found in dicots, for example radish and carrot. Then the fibrous root system. This type of root is formed by the moderate branching, for example grass, ferns, mint, etc., found in monocots. Then the adventitious root system. This is mostly found in monocots. In this type of system, roots originate from any part of the plant like in sugarcane, banyan tree, etc. That's all for the day. Thank you and have a nice day.